Hello Physical Fiends, how you doing? I hope 60% of my viewers enjoyed their Thanksgiving holiday, and I'm sure you've all spent way too much this month already, but the deals keep coming, so I'm gonna keep telling ya. Mario Skelter 2 is $32 on Nintendo Switch over at Video Games Plus. I'm a bit surprised about this since it was a limited run distribution release. I always thought it was more expensive than this. And actually, this is a double helping of JRPG because you get Mario Skelter 1 and 2 in this package, even though it's not advertised, and I think that's a really good deal. Death End Request is supposedly one of Idea Factory's best games, and both the Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 4 physical release discounted to $29. Again, not a huge discount, but still quite tempting for a company who don't discount their games often. Dust Diver 2. I didn't like this one as much as the original. The enemies are a bit too spongy and the combat goes on a bit too much. At least that's how it was at launch. I don't know if they balanced it via a patch, but you can get this on PS4 and Switch for the Day 1 edition for $29. Pretty good price. Clear Complete Collection is a very reasonable $21, and this contains both Clear games, side-scrolling horror games that are not about jump scares, more about the atmosphere and pure dread. I personally don't care for this art style, but the games have reviewed really well, so yeah, good for them. Moon is $29, so only has a small discount, but I think this is one of the best PlayStation 1 games. I love this game. It's really a fun adventure game, full of heart, full of loveliness, and I highly recommend it on the Nintendo Switch. Unpacking, the indie darling hit that somehow had to go through limited run, $29. Again, not the biggest discount, but you can enjoy unpacking things for a slightly cheaper price than before. Godstrike is $14, which is an okay price for a boss rush type game. Not a lot of content, 10 bosses in total, but it's supposed to be quite difficult, so it may last you a few hours, and $14 is way better than the original asking price. Yuden Chronicle 100 Heroes is back in stock on Nintendo Switch. It did go back in stock on PS5 as well, but it sold out before I woke up and made this video. Sorry for sleeping, guys. $35 on Nintendo Switch, not the cheapest price and not the best way to play it, but still much better than the original asking price. If you want a JRPG, it's one to look at. I mentioned this in a community post since it was so ridiculous, but Persona 5 Strikers on Nintendo Switch is $7 and $3.50 on PlayStation 4. Although as I am recording this, there's only like 4 hours left, I think, since this is a blowout sale, so by the time you see this, this discount may have ended, and I apologize, but I did put a community notice on there as well. VGP also have some strictly limited games discounted, and the best discount, in my opinion, in terms of monetary bargainness, is Aero, which is $21. Only a few thousand copies of this game were made, and is supposedly a must-play for rhythm fans. Relaxing and visually awesome, maybe has a bit of res about it, so $21, that's a really good price. You can check out the full list of strictly limited games as discounts via another link below as well, if something else takes your fancy, but I think that's the best one in my opinion. Vita collectors. Yes, PlayStation Vita. Did you know that some of the latest and rarest Vita releases are still available brand new? PlayAsia had a line of exclusive Vita games that long sold out, and I think most people thought eBay was their only option. Nonsense! VGP have 6 of the final Vita games still in stock, and not only that, but they've discounted all of them to $35. Way better than you'd find on eBay, and yeah, if you're a Vita collector or if you're into rarities, then, now is the time to pick these up. You won't find them cheaper than this, I don't think. Okay, moving away from VGP now, I want to give a shout out to Super Rare Games. They need to get rid of some of their stock, and they have a Black Friday sale going on until December 2nd. You can get games as low as 18 quid, which is really not bad at all, especially for the Tartarus Key, the one and only game I have bought from them in about 5 years. It's their best one. I don't have affiliates for it, so I won't earn anything via the purchase, but I've linked their sale below for you anyways. Go check out all of it. They've got quite a lot of stuff. You can even buy steel books by themselves. Yeah, if you're a steelbook collector, but you didn't want to buy the game with it, now you can just buy it by itself. And again, moving over to strictly limited games, their discounts are perhaps less interesting, but they still have something that may take your fancy. They're trying their best to get rid of some of their legacy collector's editions, so you can get them for around the same price as a standard edition, at least some of them. I also want to give a quick reminder about Red Art Games. I covered their Black Friday sale in like the least viewed discounts video I did, so if you aren't aware, Red Art Games, check the links below. They have a huge sale going on their website right now. They only have like 3 days left and some solid titles to pick up. Some games for less than 10 euros. What's going on? And finally, Premium Edition Games have a 10% discount on select in-stock titles for a short time only. If you missed some of their earlier games, then now is a good time to pick some up. They almost never get discounted. As always, there is so much going on and so many games that I've mentioned in previous discounts videos that still apply, so go check the general link as well for all the discounts. I'm sure there's plenty to take your fancy, and if you click the link and buy something from VGP or Red Out Games, you support me in the best way possible, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. Take care.